So let me quickly introduce Mr. Oluwanishola to us. He has led different sales teams across several sectors, including banking, insurance, asset management, and communication technology, delivering values and excellence all through. Presently, he is the regional sales manager at Adrian Groups, where he helps sales revenue in multiple billions on a year in, year out basis. So he would be speaking on building a strong sales character to us today.
All right, so thank you for having me on the platform this morning. Thank you for that intro. This is psychology of sales, and my name is Oluwanishola. I want to share. I'm trying to share my slide so we can see. We can see. Okay. Can you see? Can you see the slide?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can see my page, right?
Yes, I can see it. Others, you can
All
just do a
right.
thumbs up if you can see his screen as well.
So please, so this morning, quickly, we'll be dealing with building a strong sales character. That's the topic that is before me this morning. So sales, a lot of us, of course, might probably have had or understood that we are even practicing salespersons in one or different ways. Sales is just, all the executive strategies put in place in identifying a potential customer, to facilitate an exchange for revenue. I mean, yes, the value for revenue. So you have something that's of value that you want to give out or you want to sell out, and then sales has to do with all the processes from start to finish of identifying, that potential client, meeting that potential client's needs, and all of that, and then sealing the deal at the end of the day. But sales does not just happen because you have skills to sell. It does not just happen because you have sweet mouth. It does not just happen because you have a good looking face, or you have a very sumptuous background in your stories. So building sales character has to do with a lot of things. What are the people looking at? What are the intrinsic value you must bring to the table as a person before someone can consider you worthy to do business with you? Before a potential client can see you and say, I want to buy this thing that you are selling. A lot of people buy because of different reasons. There are different reasons for buying. But you yourself, how do you turn from in to outside to make sure that you are able to garner as much as possible clients and sales for you to become relevant in the sales industry. So this morning we'll be looking at those characters one by one. Why do people fail? What are the things you and I we need to do to improve on our selling? So before people buy you, before they buy your products, how do we mean? People look at you in the industry that I am. People look at you. In fact, there's a lot of checks and balances even before the company hires you. Then when they now hires you and then you go out there as an ambassador personnel.
Exactly.
Basically, yeah, defining sales character has to do with your competence, your integrity as a person, your emotional control in times of pressure. When pressure comes from any quarters, are you able to control yourself in the face of selling also? Then discipline is just a cacophony of the things you do, those good things you do over time consistently. So people want to see how disciplined and you. So all of these things meshing up into what sales character means determines how people perceive you, who you are in the eyes of people, whether clients can trust you with their funds. Okay, it is very important because you carry a mantle on you. You carry a responsibility on you. Just like we say, people see you and they buy into you even before they buy into the company that or the product itself. How long clients still loyal to you? I have some of my clients, they've been with me for 5 years, 10 years, some of them 12 years, and we've become family friends. And some of them have become even mentors in other areas of life. So it all depends on your decision today to actually work your sales character and work it out. Then your referral power. In this business of sales, you can't do without referrals. In fact, one of the things that helps you to grow and grow fast in any business of sales that you are doing, whether you are selling aircraft or you're selling torchlight, is referral power. People can see that, oh, apart from the features of this product, this salesperson actually treated me. So it will go a long way, in determining your strength and your success in the sales industry. Of course, your influence during negotiation, all these things put together, mix up your character, which is the invisible force behind every successful sale. Then I talked about trust. Trust, has to do with truth. The truth that you have said concerning the strings of things or activities over a period of time consistently is what builds trust in the minds of prospects and clients. So trust is the ultimate foundation of every sale. So without it, there is no sustainable sales transaction. Nobody is going to trust you with their millions if you are looking dishonest, if you are talking dishonest, or you have a dishonest character, with you. Even in other areas of life, some people want to see how have you been treating your family members? How have you been treating your bosses at work? Yeah, some clients are like that. They want to see beyond all this, good thing of, oh, I can do this, I can do that, all the makeup and everything. Who are you, behind the veil? So trust helps you to build a partnership, with your clients, with your prospects, and, with your customers. Then people want to see the honesty. Are you actually honest? Beyond the sales pitching and product benefits and features, are you actually honest? When you say you want to do this product is going to do this for me. Can I actually get that feature from that product? So those are the things. So then your reputational value. Are you reputable? Within your community, I tell my staff here, within your community, your environment, your CDA, in your house, where you come from, are you somebody that is trustworthy? Can they actually, tell you that this person we can actually do business? Because if you are not reputable, people won't give you their time. Then this leads us to the trust triangle. The three children that trust births, which is clarity. If you are trustworthy, you be clear with your product presentation, your product offering. Lack of clear direction breeds client worry and hesitation. People would want to look at, no, this was not what you said last week. This was not what you said the last time. So you must be clear. Your product has to be clear. You yourself, you have to be clear. Don't muddle things up. The truth is that no matter how difficult, quote and unquote, your product processes are, as far as it can measure up with the needs of the people you are selling it to, they will still buy from you. So why lie? Why remain ambiguous? So then you talk of consistency. You must be consistent, delivering positive experiences to your clients. Credibility is not something you do once and go. It's not a touch and go thing. It has to be, something you do over time. Then you talk of competence too. Like I said, before, competence has to do with mastery of your art of selling. You must know your product in total. I was saying earlier that even on this Monday, this last week Monday, I trained my people on mastery of what you are doing. You must master it. Beyond, once you are able to work on your sales character, then competence is another thing. You can't show to people and say you are A, meanwhile you are far from A. So then, why are you rejected even before you speak? Some people will tell you, maybe it is their village people that is not making them to sell. Oh, maybe it is what my father's wife said the other day. That is why I am lacking in sales and all of that. No. The same way you are trying to profile your potential customer, who can this person buy? Does this person have 1 million, 500,000, 200,000, 50 million naira to draw for this product? The same way that person is profiling you. So we call it the 70 seconds window. So within that 70 seconds, a prospect is looking at you like, look, what's your appearance? Are you appearing like somebody who I can actually give my money to? Don't appear sharply. Body language, it tells a lot. Your non-verbal communication tells a lot. There are people when they appear, they start looking like thieves and armed robbers. You don't want to do business with those kind of people. Then your confidence level. Are you somebody, if you're actually doing the right thing, you'll be confident with it. Indoor, outdoor, anywhere, you'll be confident with it. Then communication style. Are you the aggressive type or you are the persuasive type? Are you the type that you just want to talk and keep talking, or you want to listen, in between? So then you talk of your energy and attitude, professional presentation. So these are some of the things that people reject you for. If you have a net negative on some of these things, these areas, your online presence. I told of a client who wanted to buy something from me, and after all said and done, after all the pitching, after all the negotiation, she said, Mr. Sam, come, give me your Instagram page. And I gave it to her in all sincerity. And, she went to my Instagram page and voila, it was just a few people following me. And I had just one post. Imagine an Instagram page of 4 or 5 years, and I have just one post. And the woman came back and be like, I don't understand. So we talked about, before now I've been very lazy building any, thing online. But thanks be to God, we also learn on the job as we go. She eventually bought, and I learned my lesson too. So all of these things matters a lot. Are you hearing me, please?
Very well, sir.
All right, thank you. So some of the salient questions that people do ask. So please kindly time in so that you know when to quickly round up. So the prospects do ask, can I trust this person? Are you somebody that is trustworthy? Just like we said in some slides behind, does he or she look reliable? Reliability is very key. Even when people are not able to subscribe into whatever it is you are selling at that point, they want to see that you're actually there for them. Will this person disappoint me? Nigeria, especially right now, is full of all manner of people. So, and when you look out in the window, you see a lot of things being sold and a lot of things being bought. People would ask that question. A prospect would ask, a Nigerian, typical Nigerian, ask that question. Will this person not disappoint me? So most of the reason why people don't actually patronize us is because they are scared. A lot of people have got their fingers burnt and they still need that product. They still want to fix that need that product is solving. But can I buy from you? Am I sure that you will not disappoint me? So those are the things. Does he understand my needs and all of that? So then a comparative character performance study between two salespersons, Ade and Shegun. Ade is a highly skilled worker. He knows the job. He knows, but he has a weak character. He's somebody that shouts. He's somebody that does not want to listen to prospect. He does not even want to listen to his colleagues. He's somebody that is puffed up. Client approach, Ade is transactional. He's very aggressive, product pitching. He's the ladies' man. I said it before. I said, this Ade is a kind of salesperson that some companies usually bring in intentionally into the system, and after 4, 5, 6 months, 1 year, they let them go, because that, you see, that aggressive pitching and transactional relationship might help you initially, okay, to be able to break the ground. But as a salesperson, it cannot sustain you, because at the end of the day, people want relationship. People want a cool-headed person who knows the job and is competent, and can give them what they want. On the other hand, Shebu is competent, but he has an elite character. He doesn't shout. He wants to build relationships with his clients. He's value oriented. He wants to know your children. He wants to, he wants to check on them and say, mommy, how are your kids? How is daddy? How is it? So they want to be able to build relationship. Those are the kinds of, uh, sales character that we are talking. Ade is flawlessly technical, which makes him overconfident. Of course, overconfidence makes you fall at the end of the day. Shegun, on the other hand, is thorough. He's honest about his limits and he knows what he's doing. Ade is inconsistent, when it comes to follow up. He's highly reactive. When he doesn't, I tell my people that the client or the prospect contact that you have in your address book, that you are still rubbing their head, you are saying you are procrastinating. I'll follow up tomorrow. I'll follow up next week. I'll call this person. That person is already a client, has bought the same product from another staff within the same company or even outside of the company somewhere. So you'll be shocked when you call that person after 3 months that you have been procrastinating. I didn't know you were still with that company. I was in need and I called someone else. That is the nature of Ade. And these are things that we must change if we want to actually grow and survive and succeed, in the real estate business. People remember you, how you make them feel, most times more than what you say to them. Then you talk of the sales equation formula. What is the sales equation formula? Character plus competence gives you what? Influence. Character plus competence gives you what? Influence. So if you can build your character, which talks about your values, your ethics, your integrity, what you hold as a person, what makes you different from the next person. And then your competence, which is the ability to know what you are doing, ability to understand the product, ability to know the technical know-how, in short. If you can merge these two together, it will give you influence over your clients. It will give you influence even in your industry. People will come to realize that you have something. Nobody wants to look around with a salesperson that lacks value, that lacks ethics, that has no integrity whatsoever. Nobody wants to associate with that kind of person. And the more you drop in that formula, the more you drop in your deliverables, as a salesperson. So all of this, your character core, your competence core, is very important. Either of them they can't go without each other. Once you have character and you are not competent, you are going to fail. And once you are competent without character, you can't move forward. It's just like a deflated tire. You can't move anywhere. No matter how beautiful the car is, no matter how strong the engine is, you can't move anywhere when you have that sales character flaw. Emotional intelligence in sales. Sales professionals must know how to stay calm under pressure. Are you the type that you just want to I made a mistake one time. A client was calling me, a prospect that was referred to me actually. He called me from Germany and said, somebody gave me your number, this and this and that. And after explaining, and it took like months. So this man will just pick up his call, whether I'm in a meeting or I'm, sleeping. He will just call and I will give him audience. So I will explain and explain and explain. So, eventually he now paid some money for, one of our, estate lands. And After about 2 weeks, he came back again. He started asking some questions. I said, "Oh God, John, I have explained this to you. This is it." He said, "No, that's not what you told me." He told everything against me. And I fled up. After I explained, and I fled up. This man, I only want plot you bought now. There are people that are buying, acres of land. They are not giving me stress. Like the man was stressing my life out. And I didn't know when I just, you know, I just busted. Like, go just come and collect your money. I'm not even, don't call me again, and all of that. At the end of the day, that was the end of that relationship. The man collected his money. I went back to the referrer. I just had to beg the referrer that, look, your man was choking me, and that was it. I learned my lesson from there, and I have moved on. So it is very important for us. That man, maybe if I had handled him well, of course, some clients can be very funny, but at the same time, if I'd been able to handle him well, maybe I would have given me a community of, referrals from Europe and all of that. So we can't but always understand the concept behind emotional intelligence. You must be able to listen. No matter how abusive you think the client is, no matter how troublesome you think that client or that prospect is, you must have that EI to be able to handle their objections respectfully. Just on Wednesday, some clients came to my office, and the last payment they made for their piece of land was in maybe 2 years ago, and they came. I felt bad. I said, "Oh, guy, you've not paid finish." The man was just blah, 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 blah. But because of my previous experience, I was able to calm him down and say, "Alaji, this is this is that. Alaja, this is that." And at the end of the day, we all, laughed out of, that situation. So it is very important. When you are able to build emotional intelligence, it helps you to build stronger relationships. It helps you to handle difficult clients. Clients are difficult. I won't lie to you. Majority of them are difficult. They want to tell you how to run the business. Meanwhile, there are policies. So, a lot of things, but you must know how to handle difficult clients. You must increase your it helps to increase your closing rate, of course. So when clients are well handled, and at the end, sometimes they know when they go back home, they know that I've gone beyond my limit with this person. I shouldn't have said this. I shouldn't have said that. They will come. Some of them will even come and apologize, but you must give them that space. If you are the type of person that is aggressive and you don't even, maybe you feel that you are paid, you understand, people will always run from you. You must maintain also professionalism. You, as a salesperson, you must build a strong personal brand. You must build your own brand, because at the end of the day, it is you they are buying into. What you wear, how you wear it, your communication style, your online presence, your professional attitude, everything, your public perception. What do people think about me? It must always ring in our minds. Without it, we can't go far. Your personal brand is very important. Apart from the corporate brand that you represent, even if it is your own company, you must also have a personal brand. Who will say, I bought this product because of this person? I bought this product because of this. I'm bringing these people into to buy from you because of this person. So you must begin to look at how to create a very strong brand out of nothing. If you must succeed in the sales business, if you must succeed, you must have visibility, you must be credible always, and you must be trustworthy, and you must have respect for your client. A strong reputation attracts opportunities even before marketing begins. I have some people I'm talking to today. The woman are paid for half of my, wedding expenses, which is a client. I've never met her, but because of how I related with her, she has won several plots of land for me. She has referred me to a lot of people. At the end of the day, before I could see her one on one to say, oh, this is the person I've been conversing with. I mean, it was like 3 years after she had bought several plots of land from me. So it is possible for us to build an ecosystem of trusted, satisfied clients if we can be able to work on our sales character. So lack of weak sales character will cost you a lot of things. Of course, it will cost you loss of revenue. Even as a company, poor customer retention, even as an individual, people will just keep leaving. Of course, they are not satisfied. Uh, Negative referrals, brand damage. People will damage your brand, they will damage your personality, they will talk ill about you. Low team morale, for instance, even the people around you, they will lose momentum. Weak customer confidence, reduced business growth. One poor move can damage years of brand building. So now, in this session now, as we are, what must I do as a salesperson or as an intending sales guru to be able to build my sales character and come out successfully well, as a successful? Number one, you must cultivate self-awareness. You must understand yourself as a person. You must understand yourself. There is what is called self-discovery. What are your behavioral points? Are you a melancholy? Are you choleric? Are you phlegmatic, or you are sanguine? Where do you belong to, or do you have one or two of these areas? Because it goes a long way to determine your temperament and the way you see things. So, and once you are able to determine some of those behavioral attitudes, then you will now start to work on your weaknesses, because every of those highlighted temperaments, they have their own good and bad side. Number two, build structural routines. So once you have been able to identify who you are behaviorally, the things that triggers you, then you now start establishing things around you that will help you shape your life for the better. Some women in the dating world, they will tell you, this is me. If you cannot do, no, nobody's interested in who you are. I cannot change you. No, that is not what we want. You can always change. So you begin to build mentorship around yourself, just like this training is coming up right now. It's a way of mentoring us to become better. So I believe that over time, there are going to be different sessions, different topics that will be coming up. So I want to join all of you that are here and people that are not here. Please invite people, because we want to build a community of respected, successful salespeople, whether irrespective of whatever it is that is the product. Salespersons don't lack. They are well sought out for anywhere. Go to, even if you land in any new country, any new environment, once you pick up sales job, you are flying. 3, elevate your value competence. After, you must have built structure of people that you can listen to, daily disciplines of things you want to tweak in your character. You understand? Because talent is not enough. You must increase and elevate your competence. You must go for the kill. You must be technical. Take 1 or 2 courses. You understand? That will increase your core competence, because it's not by mouth. People must see that you're actually coming from somewhere, and you must continually improve on yourself educationally and professionally also. Then 4, you must protect your professional brand. Like we said, you must build a brand for yourself and also be a worthy brand ambassador to the company that you are representing. So ethics of the business is very important. So my final take for us this lovely afternoon is, you must look at your identity before you start thinking of strategy. In conclusion, the future of sales belongs to those who can build trust, who can deliver value, and who can communicate with integrity, and also lead with consistency and protect what? Their credibility. It is very, very important. As a sales professional, upcoming salesperson, or you are just interested in learning 1 or 2 things from us, character is a must. Discipline is a must. Credibility is a must. Consistency, you must not do it once. It has to be relatable, year in, year out, month in, month out. And also emotional intelligence. You must be very, very sensitive to people's needs, not just because you want to sell, but because you want to provide a solution to a particular problem or challenge with your product and with your knowledge. And with this, I say thank you for having me. The strongest sales strategy will fail in the hands of a very weak character. The strongest sales strategy will fail in the hands of a weak character, but a strong sales character can succeed even with average strategy. So thank you so much for having me. I remain Oluwanishola Samuel, and I'll be here to take one or two questions when the need arises. Thank you so much.